Before I start this video, I want to play something. And I know this is going to be a metaphysical video. You know what I mean? So I understand if people don't. I understand if you're not a melanated being and you don't get my message. That's all right. I get it because it's not for you anyway. But what I will say is the Broly breakdown can be used for other groups. I'm just going to use it for a specific group. Is what I'm saying. And by the way, I don't give a shit if you're out there fucking teaching people. If you're out there teaching people the wrong information, what the fuck does it matter? We're not going to go anywhere anyway. So if you guys are out there, with your little hooplas and your lectures and your debates and stuff, that's cool. But I don't see how historical information is the only thing that we need to handle this. No, there's a lot more stuff to handle. So let's listen.
As far as messages go, what I'm trying to get across, like several different things, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, there's one side of me that's totally for the preservation of black youth, you know what I'm saying? Because we're dying at a rapid rate. The numbers of dying youth is increasing like daily in our neighborhood. I can't stand the ghetto. A lot of rappers, they run around, I'm ghetto, you know what I'm saying? I live in the ghetto don't live in me. This is an ill situation. We have been put here for a cause. We have been put here to die. That's genocide, man, and that's the bottom line. If I had the chance to live with a stream flowing through my backyard, meadows in my backyard, you think I wouldn't? We're not here just because we want to be hip and fly. It wasn't our choice to come to the ghetto. So as far as staying true to the hood, I'm not really staying true to the hood. I'm staying true to the people that are in the hood.
Now, the reason I played that, and shout out to Wise Intelligence, the reason I played that is because there's so much misplaced anger. But what they don't understand is it was going to be there anyway. But it has been replaced with a pacifier, a substitute of knowing that you're ignorant, knowing that you're fucking up, and being comfortable with it. Now, it doesn't go down like that. Now, as far as the Broly breakdown, Broly is a Dragon Ball character that is said to be the legendary Super Saiyan. He's not just a Super Saiyan. No, he's the legendary Super Saiyan. All right. Broly is a character that when he's calm, he's chill, real soft-spoken, real cool dude. But when he's mad, it is a unfiltered rage. It is a unstoppable rage, so much to the point where his dad had to create like a chain for his neck. Like, he had to create something to control this dude, because if he turns it on, it's not ever going to turn off, and it's just going to destroy everything. His rage is so great, it would destroy the world. Now, I call this the hidden rage of man, because I'm starting to feel something. And I don't know if I'm the only one, maybe other people are. I'm starting to feel this furious anger inside about miscomprehension and a lack of integrity. I'm bringing this up because a lot of times, people will see me make videos and maybe they'll feel that I'm mad. Not really. I'm expressing, but no, I'm actually not mad at all. And I could actually keep it calm if I wanted to, but I feel it makes it more dynamic when you let, not emotions, but when you let the expressions out. Watching the constant bickering and arguing, watching the constant old information that has never got nobody nowhere, watching the constant denial. Like literally, my people act like they're blind. Like if they don't see what they're doing is fucked off, and it would never get right. So I'm bringing up the Broly thing because I'm like, it ain't just because, like I told you, it works for other groups. It ain't just noble brothers that see their people's condition and get furious about it. It ain't. I am positive there is a white man just as upset at his little boys trying on dresses or his little girls trying to, steal his construction boots and try. I'm pretty sure because there's a thing called sound mind, and people they're not getting it. There's a movie called Super Broly where Goku God form is fighting with Broly, and there's a way that when he's in God form, he can stop him and talk to him. Broly's still mad, but he's telling him, he's like, I know there's something good in you. I can sense it. You know what I'm saying? You just need to learn to calm down. You got to learn to calm it down. But how can you? Broly at least had the necklace. At least his dad can stop him. He can hit him with this shockwave that'll stop him. What happens when you don't have that? Like if you watch the movie Super Broly, they basically had to wish on the dragon to take him back home. Like, yo, get him out of here, because if they didn't, Goku was gonna kill him. That's all he could do with him. You know what I'm saying? That's all he could do with him. Like, because people would think it sounds cold-hearted, but it really don't. Like, you have to respect the Russian when he said that shit.
He does.
It's got to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? It has to get to that point in the Black community where you guys have to stop trying to save people that you know can't be saved. You can't save everybody. Even the white dude's never done that. He's never done that. You know what I'm saying? He never saved everybody. I could have swore some people owned slaves and some people was broke as fuck picking cotton too. White people. So see, you can't save everybody. I think the biggest illusion with the community itself is the entertainment industry. I don't think we comprehend what that is. You are the minstrel show. So before the circus, before the clown, before the actor, the actress, the stunt double, the daredevil, before all of that, it was you. So they've been clowning you about entertainment. For some weird reason, you think this is good for you. Even though you notice the more rich celebrities get, the more in the ghetto you remain. They use you. You know what I'm saying? They make movies like Friday and Boy in the Hood and whatever you could think of. What was it called? The Best Man, all different types of stuff. And you notice they put you in these mind states that they don't even do. They don't feel that way. Them people talking all that. The only people that are celebrities that really do crime are these dumb rappers. But why? Because they weren't real criminals in real life. Eazy-E had been locked up before he became a rapper. You know what I'm saying? He had been on the streets. Everybody knew him. They knew him for selling dope. Like, he was known. Okay, this is why he really couldn't rap. I'm not saying that people that do crimes can't flow. That's not what I mean. But what I'm saying is, what you do is what you do. You've never heard Mike Tyson make a cool rap song, but he boxes his ass off. You know what I'm saying? He's a good bird man. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to bring the pigeons and shit. So it's not like he's not multi talented, but certain things just don't apply with certain things. I think when Shine was locked up and he did that interview, he said it best. I know plenty of real killers that just don't know how to make a hit. Like, they just They just don't have the knack for music. It's a whole different element. Just because you can kill people and you tough, don't mean you know how to deal with the sounds and vibrations and make melodic fucking patterns. That one has nothing to do with the other. So I'm saying that to say this: if you notice, back in the day, it was about hustling to get out of the streets, to not have to do it anymore. If you notice, back in the day, when people got a chance to fly straight, that's exactly what they did. Nobody went from doing crime to making legit money to still trying to do crime. Like, most people don't do that, because always remember, guys, you guys are supposedly righteous people. Nobody's walking around talking about they're evil as fuck. They can't wait to kill your kids. It's like, you notice there's a facade that you guys are supposed to have. I'm not saying that it's a facade. It could be legitimate, but I'm saying there's supposed to be a certain facade with humanity, that they're humane. That's what makes them human. And when people are running around talking about killing each other with no righteous cause, like, there's no reason for your killing. You're just killing to be killing. When people are proud of selling drugs, which is that's honestly like some third world country shit. Like, people weren't doing that. And I can hear people already, oh yeah, they've been doing it. No. There's a certain person that was doing that. Black people are the biggest drug dealers in America. What are you talking about? Are them and the Latinos? Damn it, they're the biggest drug dealers. The white guy sold so much heroin that he was able to build Yale and Harvard. That's how our universities was built, off of heroin money. Don't believe me? Go look up the old China trade. That's how we funded that. That's Franklin D. Roosevelt. Look it up. But with this blind rage, you know what I'm saying? The Broly breakdown, with this blind rage that we're using right now, we're not seeing what's really going on, and we're losing in the end. That's why, like I said, only when Goku was in God mode could he stop Broly and talk to him. Like, Broly couldn't move. You know what I'm saying? Because why? Because you're dealing with the wisdom now. You got God mode in front of you. Don't get it twisted. The rage is good. The anger is good. Broly don't even shoot yellow or was it orange and blue energy. He doesn't. It's green. You know what I'm saying? So it's not from the root of strength. You know what I mean? Nobody's just going to hit something because they don't have no feeling to it. They're just hitting it. No. Usually, anger overrides fear. You know what I mean? So when man first faced the wild beast, whether it's a rhino, a grizzly bear, you know what I mean? Wherever you at, there was some fear there. Nobody is facing their first bull with no sweat on their nuts. Like, stop lying. Stop lying to yourself. Don't ever fake the funk. Nah, everybody's first fight, they were scared. Makes sense. Okay, what about your first kill? And people are like, oh, you shouldn't be killing people. I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about in the wild. Like, you hungry tonight. And it takes a long time for a harvest to grow. So it's like, what you gonna be eating in the meantime? And once you do all the picking for the winter, how you gonna live? You know what I'm saying? The broccoli only gonna last so long, it's gonna go bad. See, this is why people were both. They always try to say, oh, everybody was a herbivore and shit. Yeah, maybe them Africans could pull that shit. There was certain areas that was always hot. Like, always hot. But if you from the Americas, you already know. Yeah, you shit. The East can get cold, but it can also get hot. All right, there's different elements in different places. So anyway, when the first beings were hunting, there was some fear there. It's the animal, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's fast, it's big. There's some fear there. You ain't got no guns. There ain't no guns, player, not yet. And I'm talking about before the arrow. So you throwing rocks, you got sticks and little carved up rocks, turn them into like a blade or something. And you ain't trying to get too close. You know what I'm saying? The spear, that's why the spear was like such a OG item to have in the primitive days. You catch a motherfucker from distance. You know what I'm saying? Knock a bear down, knock a bison down. You knock down, big ass gorillas and shit. Saying 14 fucking spears at the gorilla, that's his ass. 14 at the lion, and fucked up. So the anger had to override the fear. Okay. Anger represented from Broly's strength is green. What am I saying with this? I'm saying it is good to have, anger or compassion or rage for understanding of what you're raging about. You know what I mean? I didn't say, oh God, somebody spilled a cup of juice, beating everybody ass. Oh, you're dead. No, I'm not saying it like that. What I'm saying is when the battle is on and we about to break out the brigade, and it's like you got people by the door, shaking, like they're shaking in their boots. You can hear the war going on outside. You hear the missiles crashing, the bullets roaring. It's like, yo, everything's going on. The bombs is out. You can hear grown men screaming like merciless dying screams. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some real fucked up shit. All right. Let's talk about that animal again and the first time. Of course, the fear is there. But who are the ones who are going to meet the challenge? Who are the ones who are going to walk out the door? Those ones are the victors in this thing. You know what I'm saying? The ones who have, the great story, the great ending, are the ones who, get us safe, keep the tribes moving, keep the villages popping, keep the towns working. People don't like the military. People don't like the police. Like, I get in an argument with people all the time, oh, they're corrupt, it's a corrupt system. Bruh, I can clearly see how your village would end up. Your village would end up messed up. You crazy as hell. The first hut is the guards. There's a hut on that side and a hut on that side. Yes, the guards are at the front. That you can't get past them. You never be able to see us. Okay, that's the point of something. You notice how you guys have a gate in front of your house or an apartment complex? There's a gate. You know what I'm saying? Some people got a security guard there. Like, you got to check in. You got to, you got to push the intercom. You know what I'm saying? You're not even allowed in this building if you don't know somebody. It's like, why do you think that is? Because that's predicated, or better yet, that comes from the predecessor, which is the guardian, the one who's protecting things. Okay. That energy is not around. There's Broly anger. There's people are mad. People are mad. They're saying, they're broke. Even though it's 2023, about to go on 24, there's nobody technically broke anymore. The type broke people are talking about does not exist. There's too many, single moms, so the women aren't broke. They got the welfare, and everybody's hiring them, so they're not broke. The guys are doing the same moves they've always been doing. Whether you're selling drugs or you're internet scamming. So many people are scamming on the internet, all different types of stuff. Okay, McDonald's is paying $17 now, and that's just in a regular place. Imagine New York. McDonald's workers probably making like $22 an hour. Real shit's inflation. Everything went up. So it's like, how broke are you? Plenty of criminals have had a license. They've had that for years. Okay, there's Uber now. There's Instacart. There's DoorDash. It's like, bruh, motherfuckers is literally making money dropping off sandwiches nowadays, bro. You don't even have to work hard. Remember how people, I don't like sitting in one place. You just driving around town, something you've been doing. And they don't have no camera on you. You can literally pull up, motherfuckers smell like the funkiest of weed you want. Hop out, drop off the bag, peel off. It's a whole nother world. So that, we're struggling on welfare and we ain't got no money. You got your fucking money. They be giving these single moms like fucking $800 in food stamps. There's so much food stamps, they sell them nowadays. You ain't never heard no shit like that with the actual food stamp. With the food stamp itself, people were embarrassed. I was ashamed. I come in there. Yeah, they wasn't trying to hustle those because wasn't nobody trying to buy them motherfuckers. Wasn't nobody buying no food stamp. That's some old street shit. Oh man, let me get a liquid bag, man. Yeah, I got like $10 in food stamps, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, maybe that nigga do that shit. But nobody doing nothing like that. Now with the EBT, everybody doing that. You literally got females out there with so many kids. The government's giving them like 12, 1,500 a month. Also, food stamps. Motherfuckers be having back pay food stamps. Emergency food stamp. What the fuck is this? A pension plan? Like what the and here's the thing. As long as you keep making kids, they won't kick you off. So females is far from broke. You know what I'm saying? Dudes have been doing what they've been doing for years. As far as crime goes, that wasn't always a kosher business. I know we've made it cool now. You know, Tony Soprano, Nino Brown, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff. I understand, guys. But y'all also got to understand the other part of the game. Everybody talks about Scarface. Nobody talks about Carlito. Carlito was trying to get out the game. You know what I'm saying? There's always been people that were different. Everybody talks about the Mac. Nobody talks about Superfly. Priest was trying to get out the game. Like, that's one thing I will say about Superfly. The whole point of him is getting out the game. He arguing with Scatter for one more key. He's like, dog, I just need one more key, dog, and I'm done. I can get out. I'm cool. I got enough cash. Of course, there's negativity in it. I'm not saying that there isn't, but I'm saying I notice the talking points are always the rage, but the rage is blinded with its ignorance, and that's the problem with the hidden rage of man, the Broly breakdown. Ignorance without direction is one of the worst things that man could do. Woman, she can only do as much as we allow her. You know what I'm saying? You might just slap her. It is what it is. But, you know, I'm saying that not to be rude or brash. I'm saying that like she's not physically strong enough to run the world. She never would. So we're not worried about her. But as far as a man, you know what I'm saying, with armies and nuclear weaponry, we're very fearful of certain people in power. You guys wouldn't want Charles Manson, you know what I'm saying, running the fucking the NATO plans. You're not going to want LeBron James in charge of your military. It's like, it doesn't matter if you're a fan or not of people. It's like certain positions, you're going to want a certain mind in. You know what I'm saying? You're going to want a certain type of person. The defeat of the streets, because let's hear him say it again. What this is for the hoods. You know what I'm saying? This video is a metaphysic, but this is for the hoods. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to realize something. What did he say? What was he saying?
You know, as far as messages go, you know, what I'm trying to get across like several different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, there's one side of me that's totally for the preservation of black youth. You know what I'm saying? Because we're dying at a rapid rate. The numbers of dying youth is increasing like daily in our neighborhood. But I can't stand the ghetto. A lot of rappers, you know, they run around, yeah, I'm ghetto. You know what I'm saying? I live in the ghetto don't live in me. This is an ill situation. We have been put here for a cause. We have been put here to die. That's genocide.
Now think about it. Who makes you like slop or crap or the bottom of the bottom? Who would make you embrace that? This is not grandma shaking a little water in the ketchup. That's not what we're talking about. Improvising has nothing to do with what we're doing or what we're seeing going on now. There was drugs being sold when Smokey Robinson was around. You know what I'm saying? There was trouble. There's always been trouble. So that means these American Negroes, these black people, they knew crime, but they never promoted it. The black youth is not dying at a rapid rate from police, and they never were. Not in this time. Not in this time. The harassment and hassle from the police. You guys are talking about muddy water days. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen what happened? Damn, what the hell was the homie name? Little something. I forgot. Damn. Sad ending to him too. Sad, terrible ending. What happened to him? You know what I'm saying? Um, but we seen it. The police beat you up in the middle of the street, broad daylight. Y'all ain't getting it like that no more. You know what I'm saying? The dude getting tased and crying with the white woman. That shit looks so fucking fake. I'm sorry. It's like the tears was fake. Shoot, there's grown ass people, women in the military that get shocked with the taser that didn't cry. It's like, bro, calm down. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna do that if a man approach you and want to fight, throw them hands up. Nah, you gonna have the most heart in the world. So why every time y'all get around the police, y'all act goofy? And then if you truthfully are afraid of somebody, then why you keep barking? And this is just for any police situation. It's like most people I know want to get in and out. You don't really want too much hassle with something that you don't have any wins with. You know what I mean? The police ain't God, but they have a badge and they took an oath that they're going to have more back and pull than you. So if you got a case, that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? But you got to know your stuff. You know what I mean? It's not just, do they know that they breaking the law? Do you know the law? You know what I mean? Like, don't go out there, just acting stupid like this camera or something. Nah, bro. Like, if you're going to go at that, then you got to know what you're talking about. Because there's certain things that we shouldn't be doing. Like loitering. There shouldn't be 5, 10, 12 brothers in front of the damn liquor store or whatever at like 10 in the morning, just like, bro, crowding up the spot and shit. Okay, this is our liquor store. Can I go ahead? Come on, man. Come on, man. Kid need eggs, cheese, and milk. Get the hell out of the way. Why aren't you at work? Okay, that was never cool. And with too many of those and not enough productive people, we don't have a lot of production going on. That's the Goku. That's the God common of the anger. You have to put it somewhere. It has to go to something of promise. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be out here raging and wild, because that's a secret rage of man that had to be put inside of him. Why? Because the animals were made before man. The vegetation and the animals were here before you, because what would you eat? Oh, well, who's the first person? You're worried about too much. Go with what you know. You eat food. And food to you is represented with, proteins and all different types of stuff that comes from other things. Now, people think grubs are nasty. Ew, bugs, insects. Oh my God. Okay, you're not saying anything about the damn turkey or, the chicken that, you gutted and ripped that. This motherfucker has intestines. You pulling all that out. See, y'all like the butcher. Y'all love the butcher. That's what it is. Y'all see it all nice and wrapped up in the supermarket. Oh, that looks nice. Dog, it's a fucking chicken leg. It's a leg. Like, I know it sounds crazy. It's like, I'm really hiring a biffing with you right now. I'm taking you out of what you call reality and showing you like, it's a leg. Be literally a beef's rack of ribs. It's a rack of ribs. It's a damn pig's ribs. His rib cage right there. The side. One side, we got the other side too. You know what I'm saying? They're going for like $8.99. People are like, oh yeah, see, that's why I don't eat vegetables. I'm a vegetarian. First of all, the plant grows. The plant breaks out the seed. It stretches up. It has a stem. You know what I'm saying? So it's alive. But you cool to eat that though, right? Because what? Comfortability. I'm saying that to say this. The rage inside a man is supposed to be there because there's certain things you're going to have to deal with. It's not even always animals or humans. How about this? What happened on Karate Kid 2 when the big storm was going down? What happened? There was a little kid on the watchtower, the little wooden joint, but it's so hurricane. Like this whole thing is about to go. You know what I'm saying? Little man is done for. Like if somebody don't get to this dude, he done for. So Soto tells Chosen, he like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Go get him, go save him. You know, Chosen backs up in the corner, you know what I'm saying? He acting like, you know, now no, my bad. I'm tripping. What happens is uh Bruce no, Danielson sees the kid. So he go out there, you know what I'm saying? Danielson got nuts. He gonna go out there, you know what I'm saying? He gonna help the kid and shit. Soto tells his youngster Chosen, he's like, yo, go out there, go help him. You know what I'm saying? Chosen dip off, put the little coat on, you know what I'm saying? Sit there in the corner with everybody else. He acting like, you know what I'm saying? He's afraid. Or you could say, oh, he just don't like Daniel, but it's like, nah. Because what happens? Soto goes out there. And then they both help the kid and they get him back. And Soto tells me, he's like, you a disgrace, you a coward. Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I disown you. I don't mess with you no more. Chosen was shocked, you know. I hate Danielson, but Danielson ain't got nothing to do with it. This has to do with honor. First of all, it's a kid. Women and children first. Why did men say that? Because, you know, we're just so in love with you guys. Yeah, kids don't get on our fucking nerves. Women don't get on our nerves. Yeah, sure. It's the strongest one in the room. You know what I mean? You're the strongest one in the room, bro. You can't be the one that backs down because how the hell could I mean? And I'm not saying the others can't stand up, but what I'm saying is, come on, son. Like, come on, son. It's like a fence that don't work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got bullets at it, but what's the point of it? All these thugs, all these tough guys, all these killers. Who they killing? Who are they standing up for? What are they representing? What have they brought to the table? Because see, the military keeps us safe enough to have businesses and do all the stuff that we're doing. What has the gangs kept us safe to do? Sell drugs, make children out of wedlock, never build any families, never build any legacy, no, foundations to rise up, no real business. But what is that a product of? It's a product of the ghetto. When wise intelligence is saying, I live in the ghetto don't live in me. Okay. That's what I'm saying we got to do with that hidden rage. You know what I mean? It's like the rage I'm living in, but the rage don't live in me. You know what I'm saying? That's the point of being able to channel your energy and respectfully use it. That's why the oldest form, or not the oldest form, but one of the most structured forms of combat is either boxing or martial arts. Both have something very interesting. Both, of course, everything has a coach, but both have like discipline, like uh, they have disciplinary skills. You know what I'm saying? A boxer is not supposed to go out there and just beat up people. It's the same thing with martial arts. You get it to not really necessarily have to use it. The boxer just made it a sport. It's some money involved. So yeah, okay to use it, but you're not supposed to be taking it out on people that are not trained. You know what I'm saying? Michael from The Wire, prime example. You beat the shit out of what's name. Why? Because you over there messing with people that's not trained. You know what I'm saying? You talking all this crap. You up in here in the gym running your mouth like you messing with the little peewee. You know it's the little homie. He don't want to fight nobody. I'm right here. So what's that? Like, you want to mess with people? So, you snuffed them a couple times. No, better he slapped them a couple times. He didn't even punch him. He just slapped him. Sometimes that shit get old. You know what I'm saying? The rage is understandable that people have, being disfamed, discredited, disrespected. You know what I'm saying? Put in basically like a lock. You know what I'm saying? To where they can't break, they can't get out of this ghetto that they were placed in. They're not even from there. When they let all the blacks move into the inner cities, they all moved into the suburbs and left the places dilapidated, didn't fix them up. Yeah, there was some bombings. Yeah, there was some fires set. Yeah, this is all true. There was CIA crack cocaine. This is true. I'm not saying anything that people that know history facts on what happened to the people in the low community neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? And especially a certain race of people. Yeah, this is all facts, but there's a reason for it. It ain't got nothing to do with no slavery. It has to do with the patents that they made and all the business that they have or had, but they don't know why, because they're stuck on a ghetto mind state, a mentality that is not even theirs. That's why when Wise Intelligence said that shit, that movie came out in like 97. I probably seen it in like 98. Like, and I can't front. I was, only 12, 13 years old. That shit touched my heart. Even as a kid, to this day, I'll never forget that part. That's why I played it. It's like, I never forget that part of the movie. I heard him. He's like, yo, I live in the ghetto don't live in me. He's like, yo, you think if, what was the other part? You think if I had lakes in my backyard, I wouldn't?
Right, man, and that's the bottom line. If I had the chance to live with a stream flowing through my backyard, meadows in my backyard, you think I wouldn't? We're not here just because we want to be hip and fly. It wasn't our
choice to be here. Hip and fly ain't got nothing to do with being broke. Most of these people from the ghetto is wearing this Louis Vuitton Gucci stuff anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's their symbol of success. But this is all in the ghetto. You see a bunch of Gucci purses and flip flops and Louis Vuitton sandals and belts and all them types of stuff. Broke as hell. It's a mentality that they put us in. It's self-destructive. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can front. The ghetto mind state is self-destructive. That's why I live in the ghetto. The ghetto don't live in me. Broken glass is not a part of my repertoire. Ignorance is not a part of my repertoire. Disrespecting the women is not a part of my repertoire. Disrespecting the brothers is not a part of my repertoire. You know what I'm saying? Stepping on the garden is not a part of my repertoire. Leaking each other's blood, lying to each other, hustling each other, scamming each other, playing each other. That's not in my repertoire. But that's of the ghetto. That's why you have to look at the celebrity a lot different. When you look at the artist that's talking all this crap, you have to think to yourself, who are you really here to serve? Because it ain't the people. You know what I'm saying? The people are speaking. The people are telling you they live in the ghetto don't live in them. So you live in the rage, but the rage shouldn't live in you. And that's the reason that Broly is a destructive character. That's why, like they say, he Prince or King Vegeta been predicted it. He was like, yo, we have to get rid of this dude because he'll be a detriment to the planet. You know what I'm saying? The planet Vegeta, like, we can't keep him here. He's too powerful and he's too destructive. But that's all of us. All of us have the power to do some real damage on Earth. Facts. You seen what Tim McVeigh did? It was one man. Shit. Talk about Hitler, Stalin, Genghis Khan, Leopold II, Cicero. You know what I'm saying? All your Confederacy, generals and all that stuff. General Custer. Better yet, Custer. Shout out to Crip Mac, Dan, they got your ass. But hey, that's what I'm talking about. See? You know what I'm saying? Nothing good comes from the ignorance that we portrayed for no reason. There's really no reason for us to have adapted to the criminal, the thug, the bad guy. There was really no reason for it because he never owned anything. And once we realize that their Robin Hood is tainted, they're not going to rob from the rich and give to the poor. Jay-Z hasn't cleaned up Marcy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Diddy hasn't cleaned up Spanish Harlem. 50 Cent hasn't cleaned up Jamaica Queens. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Back in the day, like when they would come back from, stealing the great riches, they'd bring it to the people. Y'all ain't noticed that? They used to throw, coins in the streets and all that stuff. Here, we have done it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're not doing that. These dudes is giving a turkey once a year. Excuse me. A turkey beat once a year. Excuse me. And in pieces, too. They're not even doing it like, these Fortune 500 companies give you a whole bird for yourself. No. They cutting up pieces and shit. Pookie, look at your funky black ass. That's them. You supposed to be out here serving the people. You talking shit. Pookie, look at your funky black ass. Don't they talk crap? I got money. Y'all broke talking crap. This is the fans. This is the people that watch them. They have opinions. They're like, oh, y'all just mad because y'all broke. Y'all hate. Y'all clout chasing. Look how in denial that energy is. So, like I said, that's when the real men step in. And when we talk about cleaning house and people get upset. But that's why I said you got to respect the Russian, because that made a lot of sense. You got to stop giving a fuck about the motherfuckers that gave you death the whole time. I didn't say love the system. It really has nothing to do with the system. That's the problem with my people. It's like we don't need the government to tell us say no to crime and clean up the streets. We don't need them for that because y'all do it every day on Sunday. I mean, yeah, y'all do it when you clean your house. You know what I'm saying? It's like you do it when you're around people you respect. Like you can't even say your elders no more because people don't even look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't even want to help an old lady across the street. But when you're around people you respect, you usually change your tone a little bit, and you search for different words to use. It's like because you don't want to offend this person because you respect this person. We need to get into that. I ain't gotta respect you. I don't know you, nigga. That should never be the introduction to anything. I ain't gotta buy you this hamburger, nigga. I don't know this hamburger, nigga. I ain't gotta buy this motherfucking truck, nigga. I don't know this truck, nigga. I ain't gotta buy. It's like, think about it. Think about if you went through life with everything like that. Nice, fine lady. Hey, how you doing, sir? Good morning. Oh, shit. Fuck. Good morning. I ain't gotta worry about it having a good fucking morning. Shit. Why you even talking to me? It's like, imagine if you just gave it everything like that. Hey, congratulations, newborn baby. Fuck my motherfucking newborn baby, nigga. I ain't got to take this newborn motherfucking baby. I don't owe you shit. I got to do nothing. Nothing could ever get built like that. And sad truth, with that type of energy that's, masquerading around the people. Imagine if the government did shut down. Imagine if there was no sanitation to clean up the park. It's like, bruh, yeah, I ain't gonna do it. Nothing would ever get done. But this is your neighborhood. This is where you from. I believe any man on earth can get the science of this. It doesn't have to be just about, my people. But what I'm saying is that rage is there. It's not really hidden. I'm saying hidden because it's mass within man. But that's not in us in the sense of the rage that I'm talking about, the world being corrupt, the children starving, you know what I'm saying? All different types of stuff like that. That is there. That is the rage, but that shouldn't live within us. And that's why Broly as a character, like I said, they only show, like, they could never make a show about him. Never make the Broly show. You know what I'm saying? Dragon Ball Z presents the Broly show. Like, that would never happen because it's like as soon as he gets angry, you can't turn him off. If you don't have the little chain that his dad made, you can't turn him off. That is the world. That's the constant fight. You know what I'm saying? You can't turn off the ignorance. But you know what I'm saying? You battle it every day. You got to keep up the good fight. But don't let that rage live within you. And I refer that more to the ghetto. I live in the ghetto don't live in me. So that means the corruption, the ignorance, it shouldn't live within you. It is around, it's there, but it shouldn't live within you. And I believe the more that if my people could push that type of energy and see that, they probably would be doing better than what they're doing. Because most of it is not racism and police and the government. Most of it is not working with each other and not being understandable that, hey, maybe the way you've been going at things from what has been told and you see the result was wrong. There's nothing wrong with being incorrect. That's how you learn. You know what I'm saying? How you going to ace the test unless you studied? See, that's good memory. It's good memory. You studied. You know what I'm saying? You came up with the answers and all that, but it's good memory. You have to keep that in your head. What if it's just natural? You know what I'm saying? Being decent to one another and respectful and seeing that the hidden rage is actually outside of you. And it's what you're taking in that's creating the rage with you. That's running around, the world, the streets all rampant and doing the negative things. Negative is going to be there. You know what I'm saying? The world is the world. It is what it is. But when I say negative, I'm not talking about what you're doing. I'm talking about how you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason of selling drugs when you have the pharmacy. But there's also no reason of like force feeding drugs. You know what I'm saying? Some people just said them. It's not for everybody. Let's say it like that. It's not for everybody. Some people do drugs every weekend, but that's it. They go to work, they're productive citizens. Okay, some motherfuckers, they do drugs one weekend and now they're on the corner doing whatever just for another hit. And it's like, okay, that's why it's detrimental to do that. You know what I'm saying? Having all your women ratchet. You see the results. It's detrimental. It's not good to do. So I think more of and not peace and y'all just running with God. Shut up. Y'all been trying to pimp that hustle for years. No. It's the dojo thing. It's the discipline. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn about the wildness to not use it. You know what I'm saying? Only when necessary. It's not really necessary. You know what I'm saying? It's 2023. These people aren't raging because they're broke. No, there's a lot of mental issues. And that's from DNA. A lot of people are sleeping with each other that shouldn't be having offspring. I've been said this. A lot of you shouldn't be having any children. And I'm not talking to anybody, any viewer watching this. I'm talking about in reality. No. A lot of people should have never had kids. And we know it. Because if you're spending your whole life on welfare, it's like that means you're not being able to sustain and take care of yourself. So you weren't supposed to be having these kids anyway. Okay, gangbangers, drug dealers. If the neighborhood is destroyed and dilapidated, and you need other grown ass men to make it better, that's saying a problem because there's a bunch of fully, strong, big, mighty, motherfucking huge ass dudes. It's like, yo, y'all could have built a whole fucking universe, motherfucker. Like, what are you doing? Like, you got a gang of He-Mans just in the penitentiary, and even when they get out, excuse me, they back into crime, back into stupid shit. It's like, bro, you're just like big for nothing. Well, those type of people, when it comes down,
you guys,
I'm sorry. I'm not really gonna care, and that's why when a lot of this shit happens on TV, if it's not an innocent person, like in truth, man, I see the background. One more time.
He does. He does.
I can't care about a demon, especially if they're grown. If you grown and you still catching charges, like you must like spreading and coughing. You must like a grown ass man looking at your butthole, because once I was done, I was done. Like, I'm done. Never again. I'm not doing it. I'm out. I'm out. I got my work routines. I learned, you know what I'm saying, some good spreads. You know what I'm saying? I heard some great stories. I see some fucked up shit. Hey, thanks for the ride, but this is where I get off. And I ain't been back on that motherfucker's head. It never would. But what is that? I live in the ghetto. The ghetto don't live in me. That's going to be a t-shirt. I'm going to end up making that shirt. But yo, I appreciate anybody that stopped by. You know, peace and love, all that good stuff. That anger, man. That anger has to be channeled. You know what I'm saying? All samurais had to learn a liberal art. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was pottery, haikus, gardening, you know what I'm saying? A musical instrument like the flute. It's like, bruh, the wooden flute. Shit is real. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to balance it. You know what I mean? You can't just have Broly's out here just raging just to rage. And it's like, bro, we understand the world is chaotic. We get it. But you got to be able to focus this shit. You know what I'm saying? Danielson! Stay focused. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring it back home. You got to bring it back home. There's no reason for rage that is unguided. You know what I mean? It might sound odd to an unlearned mind, but it's like rage unguided is extremely detrimental. But rage and anger is needed. You know what I'm saying? It's like all the attributes have to be there. That's why, you know, oh, God flooded. Oh, God killed somebody. All the attributes have to be there. You have to understand why. You know what I'm saying? Your lords, your deities, your gods have to be mighty. You know what I'm saying? They got to be strong. They can't be no weak thing, because you're going to deal with strong things in this world. Even if you don't want to talk about people, learned people, you got to raise people up, or they're going to be out here on some Broly shit. But then you have the animals, then you have the elements. You have to build tent. You know what I'm saying? You have to build, homes and buildings and all types of stuff strong enough to withstand, because you love your folks. You're here for your folks. When the children first, you the men. All right, when we out here just destroying our own people, okay, that's not manly stuff. And that's what the ghetto is. The ghetto is not manly. I live in the ghetto. The ghetto don't live in me. Goes.